Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we shall be drawing more clothes like we did yesterday, except slightly different because it's a different outfit. Not that different, but it's different. I actually don't remember what I drew yesterday, so we're just gonna pretend like it's different because I don't know if it is. And we're just gonna do a shitty outline just to get the general shape of said clothes. And it ain't gonna have no legs. This girl's gonna have like the tiniest amount of her legs sticking out. This is kind of a tight clothing item, so it'll do a small waist, and then do right here, and right there, right here, and right there. That is not the same. I think that side's really good, but this side's not good. So we're just gonna erase that. Get the fuck in there. Gonna erase that. Keep that at the same height. Try to do the same curve, although I don't really think I'll be able to. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. Fine. Stop getting hung up on the tiny things right away. But that's actually not how the outfit goes. Oh shit. So I did that for no reason. That's fine. I'm gonna bring the light a little bit closer. Because my shadow, the shadow of my head kinda is there. Alright, the shoulder's gonna be going here. The clothes don't actually go like that. They do curve outwards a bit right there, but they actually go more straight up. Alright. And then gonna go like this. And there we go. And we will be adding a little bit more detail to this one than we did last time. I did say yesterday I was going to do one with a lot more detail, but I lied. That's that. That's all I have to say about that. I lied. Because, like, taking a reference was, or finding a reference was taking way too long. I spent, like, over an hour in Pinterest before I just decided, screw this, and just went on Googled clothes and picked the first one. Well, the first one that looked like I could draw it. There was some other ones, but I seriously hate Pinterest. I don't think I'll ever not hate Pinterest. I occasionally tolerate Pinterest and think it's not that bad, but I really don't like it. I wish they had tags. They could make it so much better. But they don't want to make it better. I have no idea. I don't know barely anything about Pinterest, though. They could, that's not a pencil. They could totally have tags and I wouldn't even know. Alright. That's good enough. But then we're gonna need to, well, not that much, but it's gonna need to go out more. And this is gonna need to go in more. That's fine for now. This little section right here is also gonna have bits right here. She has a tie on, so let's go ahead and pretend like we know how to draw a tie. Yep, there we go. How far are we gonna go down? I think this is good enough. I don't know how far they go down, but I could also figure that out in a second, but I don't care. Yeah, that's good enough. It's obviously not perfect or anything, but it doesn't exactly need to be at the moment, because it's not the final one. Let's go ahead and get the collar in here. We will not be including a face once again, because of... I just don't want to. Alright. There we go. Perfect. I mean, it's not, but I don't care. How are we going to draw these shoulders, though? That's the question. Well, first, let's go ahead and make this actually, like, have a design as of how it should be on there. There we go. Now, how are we going to put the arms? She's going to have some shoulders, obviously, but her shirt's going to be pretty straight with, like, some wrinkles sort of up in here, but not like a lot until the end. There's a bit here till her, and then there's like a cuff. Let's go ahead and erase that bit that went over here. Let's go ahead and make the cuff point outwards. There we go. Go ahead and add just a couple wrinkles in here. There we go. Not perfect. Good enough. Now, what are we going to do for this other arm? Well, about the same thing. Straight. Down. And then we're going to actually straighten that out a bit. And then just... this reference is actually having her put her arm behind her, like butt right here, but we're not going to do that. She's just going to be putting her arms to her sides, which does look wrong. But we're going to pretend like it doesn't look wrong, because we can. Does it look wrong? Of course it does. Does it matter? No, it's okay. Yeah, I don't really like those because those aren't the same height. So that is something we have to fix, not something we don't need to fix it. That's something we gotta fix. So how wide are we gonna make this skirt? Let's go ahead and do the skirt right now. Just so we got that skirt down. There we go. Doing some skirt things and some other things. Now, it's a lot harder to draw real people clothes when I don't know how clothes work. That's just supposed to be like a design, but it makes it look like... I don't know. It makes it look wrong because it's there. But we're just going to add some lines to the skirt first. We'll do the bottom part of the lines after we add the lines. Let's go ahead and add a line here too. And I think we're going to do one more right here. And we'll go ahead and go like that. There, no, we want less of a curve here, and then we want a deep curve here, and then we're gonna sort of wrap that shit around, go weirder curve there, and then this is gonna sort of go like this, and curve out like that before wrapping it on itself. Don't really know if we capitalized on the wrapping in part, but that's fine. And we'll go like that. Yeah, it's fine. It's not perfect or anything, but I think it's fine. win any awards or anything, but you know, whatever. How are we gonna do her arm now? This one goes over. We could give her a little bit of a hand. I was actually going to draw a hand today too, but I decided not to. We're not gonna give her a hand. Just because I don't feel like having to deal with doing a hand. I could put her hand behind her, but we're not gonna. Could, not going to. Alright. Oh, that's actually where the end of the cuff should be. So this should be straight, and this should cuff here. Yeah, that should cuff about here. Go like this maybe. This should point out. And then go like this. Okay, that's good. No, it doesn't look good, but I'll be able to translate it into good stuff with the Tiny Linies. Yeah, I don't really think that works out very well. I was trying to shade it to make it look a little more round, but it didn't really work too well, but you know, that's fine. I think I kind of want to improve the tie a bit, because, well, it looks bad. I did make it look bad somewhat on purpose, because I was just drawing it quickly, just to get a tie down. There we go. Probably be better if I gave her a neck, but I'm not going to. I think that's about good. No, does it look good? Like, not really, but I think that's like good enough for me to turn into something good with the Tiny Linies. Which, if you don't know what Tiny Linies are, they're fine liners. I just call them Tiny Linies because they add the Tiny Linies. Alright. Should have drawn something Minecraft today. Watched the Minecraft movie today. Would have been like the perfect time. I guess I still can. But not on camera because this video is almost done. Alright, there we go. She's kind of lanky because I didn't, and very skinny because I did not do proportions correctly. But that's fine. Onto the Tiny Liny time lapse. Go! Alright. My light did die halfway through. I can turn it on for a little bit, but yeah. I actually think this turned out pretty good. It's definitely not perfect. I did mess up the tie, but I also forgot to add the detail before I did the Tiny Linies. The shading was sort of just me experimenting on shading, but yeah, I think it looks good. It's not perfect, could definitely be better, but yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.